Well, what's the challenge with any marketing plan is the cost and the time for it to eventually perform to the level where it's generating us leads and no longer just creating awareness. The goal, as you look at those 5 components, is to track and measure the expense and the time frame. So the overall goal for the majority of any return on investment, if you incorporate referral, prospecting, follow-up, and nurturing to any marketing plan, is the goal to see some type of ROI, whether that be appointments, leads generated, to where we can look at the cost per lead. And also, though, how great would it be to know the cost to acquire a client from that specific lead source, or CAC. And as you start looking at tracking, measuring these expenses, and then the time frame, this will actually lead you to a better understanding of your overall leads time frame or marketing funnel, meaning all the leads that you generate and each of those pillars, when you effectively market that source or the channels of communication that you're using to market that lead source, you'll know exactly how many months from start to finish does it take to get you a transaction. Then tracking the expenses of all of these pillars or lead sources, you can start identifying where do you need to spend more of your time. And it might be in more sweat equity advertising to create awareness and consideration, and maybe more time in the prospecting or outreach that you are actually the one generating more of the lead. Now, as you start looking at tracking and measuring, though, the cost for each of these leads and the overall cost for an appointment or cost for an client, as it becomes very, very interesting on how effective or much more should we be doing in that follow-up and nurture plan. Meaning, if that person's name, telephone number, and email cost you $200, how much effort would you put into something that just cost you $200? What if it just cost you $2,000? And this is as you start looking at more costly advertising like print or billboards or other forms of branding, you start identifying how important tracking, measuring these numbers are. So you and your coach and or whoever is mentoring or helping you through your business can start identifying where are your margins when it comes to your expenses, and are you at that 10%, that 20%, that 30% cost associated to get a client.